Recently, there has been increased interest in a photograph that first appeared online in 2022. Many people are not aware with this photograph, which is said to provide a clear representation of Bigfoot. Not many people have seen it. The setting for the narrative is Washington State's rugged wilderness along the Lewis River. A man by the name of John made a lone journey into this isolated region in 1983, only carrying a backpack and a camera. John frequently visited this area and had traveled its paths numerous times. On this particular trip, he saw a strange quietness pervading the woodland, one he'd never seen before. The chirping of the birds had ceased. All the small animals, including squirrels, appeared to freeze, and not even the rustle of leaves could be heard. Researchers and enthusiasts have been fascinated by this specific phenomena for years, and it only serves to stoke speculation about its potential link to the elusive Bigfoot. There is ample evidence of such silence. This has been confirmed by witnesses from different cultures and geographical areas. John claimed to have seen something unusual as he made his way through the tall trees and thick undergrowth. Amidst the sunshine filtering through the trees, a figure stood. The creature had a black coat, broad shoulders, and strong limbs. It was more than 8 feet tall. He raised his camera hastily with unsteady hands and took one picture, a sharp picture of Bigfoot standing at the tree's entrance. John regarded the encounter as a life-changing event. He described it as an out-of-body experience since it was so bizarre. Thinking back on the experience, he said, quote, "It felt like an amazing accomplishment to get conclusive evidence of the creature. I frequently found myself deviating from the track due to the difficult terrain. There were a lot of trees and vegetation where I observed the monster. I had to aim the camera through heavy branches, which is not visible in the picture. For a brief moment, I saw the thing as it shifted between the 2 trees. I would have missed the shot if I hadn't taken it at that exact moment. All I could think about was returning home to see what I had caught, and my pulse was pounding with anticipation." John said that, in spite of his efforts, the picture didn't get much attention at first when questioned why he didn't share it sooner. In other words, it made him quit spreading it. However, his picture started to go viral after it was recently uploaded to a community devoted to researching enigmatic humanoids. Additionally, he was listening to a variety of viewpoints regarding the picture. It has been called the best image of Bigfoot ever taken. We have the hoaxers, of course. They are simply ignoring it. We are all aware that every time a purportedly unambiguous Bigfoot image is published, this pattern of skepticism frequently recurs. There are often requests for clearer photographs according to one Bigfoot sighting enthusiast. However, they dismiss it until the cows come home since they believe they are false as soon as they get one. People, let's stop doing it. Anyway, what are our thoughts? This photograph is fantastic in my opinion. I've seen this clip a few times, but I've never been able to find a good response. Is there anyone with more information on this? The monster of Wessex Way. In some parts of England, this monster has become a local legend. An extremely odd and inexplicable creature was seen crossing the road on a dark night in late 2007 on a closed-circuit traffic camera. The enigmatic Wessex Way monster has been the subject of multiple sighting accounts since the release of the video. The alleged Wessex Way monster possesses characteristics that appear both animalistic and human, as seen in the video. It moves on all fours like an animal, but it bends at the knees like a human because its back legs are noticeably longer than its front. What do we think then? Is this a complex hoax or some sort of strange creature? I instantly associate it with the movements of a deer when I see it, but it also has a greyhound-like appearance. I'm not sure, neither could persuade me. My eyes are playing tricks on me, or it's some crazy creature from the Wessex Way. This video was captured by a man who installed a trail camera in the forest with the sole purpose of observing the local fauna. He was going to be surprised, boy. Instead, a black fur-covered person with a dome-shaped head peering straight into the camera was captured by the camera. The man was perplexed by the unsettling scene, and his interest soon gave way to anxiety. He posted the video online in an attempt to get some clarification. Not everyone agreed with his initial theory that the enigmatic figure might be Bigfoot. According to other spectators, the animal resembled a gorilla more than the mysterious Sasquatch. There is a terrifying folklore around the location where the video was taken, which heightens the clip's eerie quality. There are legends of an old beast known as the Shadow Beast that prowls the woodland and stays out of sight. Local legend states that if you look it in the eye, you will have weird nightmares and hear footsteps that appear to follow you around. Having said that, what are your thoughts? Was Bigfoot caught by this untrained observer? An outlaw gorilla? The beast of shadows? Or something much darker? In the following video, a family is camping in Kansas when they see something strange. They noticed a Bigfoot-like monster in a nearby field, not far from the road, attempting to blend in with the background and avoid detection. In order to record the moment, they hastily reached for their camera. It's in the early 2000s, so yeah, the camera footage isn't the best. In the video, a black, hairy figure is seen traveling slowly over the field and the tree line. In the comments, there were undoubtedly some detractors who claimed that the creature didn't appear to be very large, and that it was difficult to determine its size from the video. Other speculators then said it was a scam, but I simply believe it might be a younger Bigfoot. It might be an adolescent Bigfoot. Like people and other animals, Bigfoot entities can vary in size and shape, according to experts. But look at the way the thing walked, if I could. It feels a little out of the ordinary at this point. This is the section that, in my opinion, gives the impression that it is staged or that someone is wearing a costume. Maximum Fear, a YouTuber, made a valid point. Wouldn't the video have more steady footage if it were a hoax? You have to think about that. But do we believe that this family actually caught a Sasquatch? This video is from WV Paranormal, a TikTok account that we have previously highlighted here. It shows a man photographing his kids while they simply play in the forest. However, if we examine more closely, we can see that something strange was caught on camera.
What's that, Dad?
Let's go back inside. Come on, guys.
As soon as he notices it, the father calls his kids back. You start to wonder right away what or who might have been hiding in the trees. The hashtag # Appalachia appears in the video, despite the fact that it was posted with little context, implying that it was most likely shot in that area. The Appalachian Mountains extend from New York to the eastern part of the United States, continue on to Georgia. We've all probably heard about the Appalachian Trail. The old Appalachian Mountains, however, dominate this area, which is renowned for its untamed landscape. The paranormal activity in this area is likewise well known. Reports of ghost sightings, UFOs, and other cryptids are common. There is so much mystery in this place. There have also been numerous Bigfoot sightings in those areas. Anyway, tell me what you think of this. A charming Labrador puppy was adopted back in September by Mary Carmen Flores, a Peruvian veterinary student. She gave the puppy the amusing name Scott. The two became close very quickly, but they were only able to spend a few months together when Scott was sadly discovered dead in Mary Carmen's house. Mary Carmen was saddened by the unexpected death of her healthy puppy and was in dire need of an explanation. She suspected someone of purposefully poisoning, but she had no evidence. Mary Carmen started looking through her CCTV footage because she was determined to get answers. As a result, she would play the video every day while lounging on her couch. What she discovered, however, was very different from what she had anticipated. Mary Carmen played the video one evening. It depicts her and her companion arriving at the gate and heading back to their house for the night. But she was astounded by what she witnessed next. At the bottom of the video is a vague figure that resembles a dog. Salutations to Mary Carmen and her companion. Here's the problem, though. She saw this video, which was shot just an hour ago. Days earlier, Scott had died. Mary Carmen, her eyes watering, ran outdoors to see if she might spot any signs of Scott nearby. She clarified that she thought Scott's spirit had returned to bid her and her family farewell. In remembrance of her cherished puppy, she posted the video on TikTok. Mary Carmen has yet to provide a convincing explanation for Scott's premature passing. However, she is appreciative that she was able to record his parting greeting. The user, Unexplained Truth, posted a terrifying video to Instagram that shows viewers spooky footage of a dog acting strangely. Viewers have been speculating about the disturbing picture, with one person stating that it appears as though an invisible force is trying to control the animal, in a supernatural way, as well as physically. Discussions concerning dogs' enhanced senses have also been sparked by the video. One user suggested that the dog might be responding to a supernatural presence. The long-held notion that animals are especially susceptible to paranormal activity would be supported by that theory, which I completely concur with. You must believe that these creatures are simply behaving in their natural habitat. There is no agenda for them. In particular, this dog. This is displaying genuine fear. However, another viewer's more realistic theory implies that the dog is experiencing a seizure. According to one commenter, this dog might have rabies, a dangerous disease that can induce abrupt behavioral changes. However, what do you believe is causing the dog to behave in this manner? Watch this house explosion captured on dashcam.
Yeah.
While hunting in the woods, a man has encountered a somewhat difficult situation. A mountain lion who is currently lurking behind this tree is stalking him. This cat is focusing on the man who is seated. I can't believe I just said that. Even if it doesn't appear like the largest mountain lion, we witness a tussle as he finally lunges at the man. The problem is that, although I understand that you shouldn't flee from these apex predators, I also don't believe that you should remain motionless and wait to be taken. I am aware that you are capable of doing things like making noise and getting huge, but you still need to take precautions. If the animal or critter hasn't seen you yet, I understand staying motionless, but this cat obviously has. He has his sights set on you. I'm not sure. Tell me what you think. It's true that Miss Sarah was only photographing some pigeons in her yard consuming her grass. She didn't like that they were eating her grass in the initial clip, but I can see she didn't want this to happen to them.
Quit eating all my grass seed, Quailies. Come on now. Oh my God.
Continuing with the hawk theme, take a look at this video. To take that aircraft out of the air like that is really incredible. A woman named Lisa shared an unsettling event from 2018 along with this picture. When she and her husband looked back at their pictures from their city tour, they were shocked to see what seemed like glowing human beings close to the trees. Lisa claims that no one else was in the area when this picture was taken, and a nearby person verified that there are no ground lights there, which only serves to heighten the mystery. It's difficult to identify what it is because picture was taken with an iPhone 5 without flash. Redditors speculate on the image's possible meaning. Some speculated that it might be a coven of dancing witches, while others said it might be spirits. The most perplexing aspect, in my opinion, is why Lisa and her husband were unable to witness the luminous creatures in person when they shot the picture. The fact that these apparitions, orbs, and individuals appear in movies and pictures but are obscured from view always strikes me as being really odd. I need additional details about this strange picture. Man, these extreme skiers are amazing. Extreme skiing happens in untamed natural environments as opposed to typical alpine skiing, which happens on groomed slopes. Rugged isn't even accurate, really. Take a look at this. Has anyone else seen this and questioned how this man managed to remain so composed? I think I would have burst into tears. What you would have heard is that. The original poster described an odd encounter in which they spotted an odd figure on Penn State University's campus. This occurred in May 2023. The uploader asked an internet group for their opinions on what the figure might be because they acknowledge that they don't know much about cryptids. As was to be expected, observers speculated that it might be anything from an elemental to an alien. There is a lot of ghostly legend surrounding Penn State and the surrounding area in Pennsylvania. Charles Schwab is allegedly among the ghosts that haunt the historic Schwab Auditorium on the University Park campus. Unidentified noises, spectral apparitions, and broken equipment are common complaints from students and guests. The ghost of Frances Atherton, the wife of former Penn State President George Atherton, is reportedly rumored to haunt the old botany building. They claim that sometimes they can see her face peering out of the windows, seemingly keeping watch over her husband's grave across the street. Now, please share your secrets with us if you are a Penn Stater in the comments. The creatures that inhabit the oceans around the world are exemplified by the following video. Men are heading out to fish for some enormous bluefin tuna. Take a look at how sturdy these rods are. These rods cost hundreds of dollars after all. After catching some mackerel, they put it on the line to see what happens. Check out how these guys get excited when they see the bluefin for the first time. He dives again and finally snaps that heavy-duty rod. That power is simply insane. Here's the deal then. One night some guys made the decision to go out with a camera and a flashlight in the hopes of finding a mystery creature they had heard about. Something unexpected happened when they were aimlessly strolling in the dark. The camera captured a somewhat eerie scene in the distance when they were strolling. You are able to witness it. The first thing that comes to mind when you see a shadowy figure moving through the darkness is that it shouldn't be there. Seeing it first, one of the lads yelled, apparently provoking whatever it was. The camera was knocked to the ground as the beast charged directly at them in a couple of seconds. As the camera momentarily captures the creature fleeing, you can hear the mayhem taking place in the background, and then nothing. There is silence. Fortunately, the lads made it home safely and without any significant injuries. Additionally, the video is quite intense. The thing that appears so real to me is what's crazy. It doesn't seem like the blatant fraud that many videos have. Its abrupt anger and the manner its body was moving simply appeared to lend it a little more believability. However, on the other hand, the fact that these men were able to come this close and still escape unscathed, that undoubtedly planted some doubts. Tell me what you think. In this touching video, two scientists have just taken pictures of a bird that hasn't been seen in 140 years. You can sense their enthusiasm. Furthermore, it doesn't appear like getting to their location was particularly simple. According to a perceptive commenter, this is the black-naped pheasant pigeon. Even though this species is already rare, everyone thought it was going extinct. Furthermore, for more than 140 years, no one had concrete evidence of this. Very great, and it's incredible how powerful it is to see the happiness and success of a complete stranger.